Hello and welcome to Cyrexian Mana. I am Cyrus and we are playing Pauper today. Today I'm going to be running Goblin Combo, a pretty linear or straightforward, I guess, kind of combo deck that wants to make infinite mana and then, oh, where's my better viewer here? Sorry. Make infinite mana and then do infinite makeshift munitions to close out the game. Doesn't have a ton of pivot potential into other plans, but that's okay. We don't need other plans. I did consider doing a deck where the sideboard transforms the deck into more of a straightforward straightforward aggro deck. Might try that out for fun. We'll see. I love a transforming sideboard. I don't think there's a ton to get into. There's no real changes to the list for the last couple years. Maybe that's an overestimate, but we got Fanatical Offering now, which lets us reset our Putrid Goblins Persist. Real quick, I guess I'll go over how the combo works. So first day of class says whenever a creature enters the battlefield this turn, they get a +1 counter. Persist says when a creature dies, if it doesn't have a -1 counter on it, it comes back from the graveyard. And Skirk Prospector says sack a goblin, get a red mana. So you sack this goblin, get a red mana. First you play first day class, sack the putrid goblin to get a red mana. It comes back with a -1 counter, gets a +1 counter, and those two things cancel each other out. And then you do it again. So you have infinite red mana. You need to funnel that into Dark Dweller Oracle, who will let you sacrifice a creature, the Putrid Goblin again, to go through your entire deck, eventually finding the makeshift munitions, which will then close out the game by letting you sacrifice again the Putrid Goblin to deal 1 damage to the opponent over and over again until they die. It can be a little click intensive. If you're playing this on MTG, you can't shortcut anything, obviously, so that is what it is. I'm seeing now that my card choices for things like this are off because MTGO loves to load a deck list in a way that no one would ever do it. But that is a story for another day. First day of class also gets you the this card, whatever this one's called, Introduction to Prophecy, let you dig a little bit. Besides that, the sideboard is a couple more duress for control matchups. Get rid of the counter spells before you try to go off. Got a Goblin Shaman, 2 Abrades, and 2 Cast on the Fire. These help against artifact decks. They also, Abrade can take out those X3s. Cast on the Fire also good against fairies or goblins, other X1 decks, and then Red Elemental Blasts for the blue decks, and 1 Masked Vandal that can also take out artifacts and enchantments and can be searched up with Goblin Matron because it's a changeling, so it's a goblin. That, I believe, about covers it. Welcome in Super Baka Bros and Phyrexy and Hannah. Appreciate you both hanging out. Let's go ahead and start up a game wherever that button is. Here we go. Hopefully I'll kind of remember how to play this deck. I haven't played it in a while, but I was really, really into it for a minute when it first came out. And it looks like it's doing pretty well again. You're kind of just racing. You kind of just have to be comboing off faster than aggro decks or trying to fight through the control decks. I do want to play first. This is unfortunately unkeepable. We're going to mulligan this one. This is a much better hand. I think we have to choose here. Do we forego Mesmeric Fiend, which will mean if they're playing control, that's the worst one to tuck. If they're playing aggro, this is the worst one to tuck. We want this versus aggro, we want this versus control. So we're going to tuck one of them. I'm not sure which one yet. I think I lean towards tucking the Mesmeric Fiend because there's so many. One of the last leagues I played against 4 different burn decks in a row. But then the very last league I played against nothing but Coggates. So these don't hit flyers. So we'll see. I think that's going to be my plan. It's a turn 1 goblin that I can also sacrifice to the Fanatical Offering. So that might be kind of the the big deciding factor is that I don't have to sack the Putrid Goblin and hope that I reset it with a map token. So sorry if I sound weird. I have allergies, I think. Let me know if the stream seems like it's running well. It looks like it should be now, but it was blipping out there for a second. Not sure why. We're going to keep this. We're going to tuck the Mesmeric Fiend. Our lead on a Great Furnace and our Shaman and pass. It's also kind of a interesting turn one. Oh, I wish that it was that was the excuse and not just allergies messing me up. Okay, we got a Vault of Whispers. I think we'll just play. Well, we'll attack. The thing a lot of people do with this deck is not attack. And they definitely should be attacking. I should have played land first in case they flashed in the Brine Burrow guy or whatever he is, but that's okay. We're just going to go swamp and pass from here. Ah, we got Terror. They milled 2 islands, which is not what you want to be milling when you're playing Terror, so I'm happy enough about that. Do we try to get him to waste a counter on a Fanatical Offering? I think we do. A 4 spike. That kind of hurts just because it's so cheap for them. But I felt like I had to go for it there. Maybe I kind of played into that. But now I think we can pretty happily Deadly Dispute away the Vault of Whispers. And we hit those things. I don't know. Do we want to rush out a Putrid Goblin? I guess it's a good time to do it. Get that Goblin in play. Probably mill themselves. So that can be, I think, a kind of tough matchup because they're like pretty good at racing, but also pretty good at countering our combo. So we gotta kind of look for our window and go for it. Not be, okay, I'm gonna snap the Goblin, that's fine. Typically you're wanting to do that in response to a first day of class, I would think, but that's okay by me. Most of these lists only play the 1/4 spike, but I hate to just get totally blown out by it. So we're going to go land drop first and Ichor Wellspring. They're debating a full-on counterspell on the Ichor Wellspring, which is fine. I could see it. They let us draw. We get another Deadly Dispute, and we pass. I mean, if they play this matchup smart, it'll definitely be a tough one to win, I think, because they just need to hold up some counterspells. So I got to get too deep on my first day of classes. A Murmuring Mystic. They go shields down for the Murmuring Mystic. We're going to have to see how we feel about that. I think we got a Deadly Dispute and just draw a huge pile of cards and see where we go. Carillion, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I did see the immediate Pauper ban that was leaked today. We got new cranial plating just dropped. Wild card. There's been some card that Gavin has hinted will be the immediate ban card, and that one feels like it. All that skitters, nice. So we got the second first day. We also got a duress. We don't have the Skirk Prospector, but we can search it out with the Goblin Matron. I don't know if that's what we do right here. I guess we do, and we kind of go like, okay, you have to hold something up. Then we duress and hope they don't have 2 counters. A little low on black mana, but I think that's okay. Yes, I would like to use Goblin Matron's ability. I'll grab a Skirk Prospector. Not being able to play this turn's a bummer, but in a way I kind of like this, that we're sort of telegraphing what we have and having them hold open a mana or hold open a counterspell for it when we have the duress and double first day. So they are going to flashback a deep analysis, draw a couple cards, get a bird token. Now, do they have 2 counters in hand? It's not unlikely, we'll say that. And having to use our only black mana on the duress is a bummer. I think maybe this turn we just Prospector, see if they counter it, and then hold up Deadly Dispute for the end of their turn. Hope we can pull a counter out that way. Let's go ahead and Skirk Prospector. They let the Prospector land. So if we go for the Putrid Goblin here, that's what they counter. Or the first day. Well, we can't first day right now. I guess we could first day and then Goblin, but that seems like the wrong path to go there. I think we just land another Prospector here. Pass through, and we're going to attempt Deadly Disputing. Oh, 1 second. I was worried about Echoing Truth. I'll be right back. We had a knock at the door. I thought I said that before I left the seat, but apparently not. Losing a bunch of time off the clock right there is a little bit of a bummer. This is a deck that needs some time on the clock for sure. Alright, they reveal for their Delver. A mental note. Good with mental note. There's the terrors. The man-made terrors beyond comprehension enter the battlefield. They swing with a bunch of dudes. We will block here and then Deadly Dispute it. Might as well save a damage. And we got the Unearth, which is real good here, actually. Tap land's a little bit of a bummer. That's the land we needed. Okay, so this lets me lead on Duress and see what we are fighting against here. So let's do that. Got 3 cards, so chance of double counter is fairly low, but looks like they got it because they countered the Duress. Or maybe they just wanted the Murmuring Mystic trigger. Let's see how they feel about a Prospector. And a Putrid Goblin. Thing is, I can kind of go for it here because I have the backup first day of class for next turn. This only gets me red mana. So I can't unearth the guy. I think it's okay. I think we try to go for it anyway. I could actually, so I could sack this for red mana, hold priority in first day of class. I think that's what we want to do. I just gotta remember how to hold the buttons correctly. So we're gonna sacrifice this guy, this on the stack, we first day of class. Grab the prophecy. Okay. We're going to yield to this trigger so that we don't have to deal with that over and over again. Then we're going to start making mana. Sack Goblin, this one. We're going to always yield to that as well. We're going to make mana. Sack Goblin, this one. The worst thing you can do is accidentally sacrifice the Skirk Prospector. Okay, now that we got a little mana saved up, we'll go black, unearth for the matron. Okay. Yes. From here, we grab the Dark Dweller Oracle and cast it. Now from here, we make more mana. Now put them over there. We do this for a long time, and because we lost some clock, they are probably going to make us play it out, which is not the least bummer thing in the world. Hopefully they value their time a little more. This is the full win though presented, so I mean, unless they're just they could be sandbagging a counter for the makeshift munitions, I guess. In which case we pivot to just casting all of the goblins in our deck. So let's see if our introduction to prophecy will find hey, look at that. Scry 2, so we'll put that on the bottom. We'll put this on top. And we'll attempt to makeshift munitions so we can know what plan we're on. Okay, we are on deal damage that way. So we need to get 16 mana. That really saved us some time, having the makeshift munitions on top. We love infinite loops on MTG. Now we just have to win the next game really fast. I'm going to grab a couple extra mana just in case I start screwing something up. Now this, choose any target, pay 1, sacrifice an artifact or creature. We're going to always yield. Oh, I should have saved targets too. Pay 1, sack a goblin. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, that's the order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Entertaining content. Thanks, opponent, for not scooping. Honestly, I can't blame them. I wasted a bunch of clock there having to get the door so they could win this match just on time. And you know, a win is a win. Next game, I will have to just play much faster. At the same time, you would think someone might value the time of their life a little more than a trophy on MTG, but maybe not. We're getting there. Only 5 more. One day they'll print a card that makes this an easier win. I believe that. Technically you could just run a fireball or something to save time, but then you lose kind of the versatility of makeshift munitions throughout the game. Munitions, if I was in a pinch, could be used to clear out bird tokens or whatever. Okay, do you have some response to my very last trigger? No. Okay, cool. So, we're going to bring in Duresses. And we're going to bring in Red Elemental Blasts. We're going to get rid of a Faithless Looting. We're going to get rid of... What else are we going to get rid of? The Krark Clan Shaman. 4 more cuts. I think it's definitely a little hard to decide what to cut here. I'm sure there's actual knowledge that tells me what I should be doing here. I feel like the Pilfers are kind of okay to lose. They help with mana, but we're instead of trying to race, we're trying to do this carefully. We can drop 1 Dispute and 1 Unearth. Might be a little weird. Darksaber, welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I think 3 viewers at the same time might be a new channel record here on Cyrexine Mana. Do we want anything else versus blue? I don't think so. We want to hit our Bajuka Bog is what we want to do. We are 1-0 so far in the match, and match 1. We got a hand that preys on blue, so we will keep it. Did they keep theirs? They did. We gotta play fast. We wasted a lot of clock in that last game. I remember how the combo works now. Oh, stop. Just kidding. We have a chromatic orb. Good thing I know MTG commands. A mental note, a force spike, which I like to see in the bin, and an island, the Delver. Our turn. Do we lay down the tap land? No, I think we lay down a mountain. And get Fiend number 1 online. We would like a card from your hand, please. They'll mental note first. Let's take the straight up counterspell. We're also going to want that Echoing Truth. We're going to want to pop out the cards we've seen panel so that we can keep track of what they have left. The counterspell is spoken for. They're coming in with a 3/2 flyer. I believe they played that island. Okay, this turn we've got the tramway station. And we've got an attack with a Mesmeric Fiend. Let's see if they'll Echoing Truth it. Because that's the thing, is they can Echoing Truth and pick all their stuff up, but it costs them a couple mana to do that. So I think we'll do second Mesmeric Fiend and see if they bounce the first one or how they want to handle this. Because we kind of have to just take the... I think we take the Echoing Truth. Oh, they're going to echo now. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, I get to take something forever because of the way they sequenced that, which is actually very nice of them. Let's get rid of one of these counter spells. So the way they sequenced that, they put their Echoing Truth on top of the Mesmeric Fiend trigger, which let me... Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of... I only going to play the Lorien Revealed, the Echoing Truth, and one counter spell and one Spell Pierce. So the leaves the battlefield trigger of them getting the card back happened before my trigger of stealing a card. So probably not exactly how they intended that to work out, but I'm pretty happy about it. We're down to 14, but we're going to just keep picking apart their hand. Okay, they're going to counterspell that. Great. We'll do that, and I think we'll pay a red for a Prospector, because they should be down to just a Spell Pierce and one mystery card. We're still looking for the first day of class and quite a few other pieces. And we have to play around a Spell Pierce, so the race is not won quite yet. I think this turn we'll go ahead and Fiend again. They counterspell it. Since we have not made a land drop, I'm going to go ahead and do this main phase and go Deadly Dispute. Oh no, I'm not. They have Spell Pierce in hand still. Almost forgot. You know, sitting right there. That would have been a bummer. Only card in hand. I know what it is. Play directly into it. Okay, let's see if we can get out from under this Delver here. They don't drop a land, so they got two cards that we don't know about now. Or one card we don't know about, rather. We got a Swamp. I think we just Matron here. See if they have another counterspell. They don't seem to. We will use the Matron's ability to grab a Putrid Goblin. And I think we're just going to say, hey, did you get something that stops a Putrid Goblin? No, you didn't? Okay, cool. I still need the first day of class, but now we can at least start punching a little bit. And we just need the last piece of the pie. They got another Delver. They got two mystery cards, one of which did not cancel these things. So I wonder if they got a just a negate or something like that. We go to 5, so it's kind of go time because if they flip this next turn, we lose. So let's go ahead and attempt Deadly Dispute on this Chromatic Star. We get to draw regardless. Now they get to Spell Pierce if they want. They didn't want the Spell Pierce, so we're going to go ahead and... Do we Duress here? I think we have to. I think they probably cast the Spell Pierce here. And we say, no, we're not going to pay for it. Play our land because we are just fanatical offering a matron here. Didn't hit the Deadly Dispute still. Kind of a bummer. I think with shields down and possibly one more turn to go, we just offering the map token as well. Still didn't hit it, so we're kind of blind going into next turn. You want to block my Prospector? Maybe they'll block this, thinking it's a worthy trade. Nope. Okay, let's see if they flip the Delver. Yep, there's deep analysis, so we will concede there. It was close, just couldn't hit our combo piece that last turn, and that is how playing combo works. I don't think I want to change anything. I think I'm happy with all this. Didn't see any sideboard card. I guess we saw Duress, but didn't see any of the Elemental Blast. We would like to play first. We got 7 minutes on the clock. We got land we can't play. We mulligan this one. This is a hand of magic cards. Not a great one, but it is a hand. No, they kept their 7. Not great for us. We're going to tuck a mountain. Lean on a furnace. We kind of have to probably dispute this furnace away at some point, but not into Force Spike. So we'll just play the tap land there and pass. They do a Brainstorm. That was definitely a kind of bummer hand for game 3. Alright, they're playing smart, which I'm not a fan of. I think we will swamp and matron. See if we can get a counter spell out of them. Force Spike. Well, there it is. Got that out of there. They cycle Lorien Reveal. They're respecting me too much. Let's just go matron again. Oh my god, they run multiple Force Spikes. That's really obnoxious. I usually see that as just a one-off. Okay. We got mana. They got counter spells. Swamp. Let's try Putrid Goblin. Neat. I think that's all we're gonna do. I think end of turn we'll try to dispute away the artifact land here. They really got nothing. Interesting. Deadly Dispute this. What Dispel? Cool. Punches. Plus Forge Bridge and Goblin Matron. Sure. We're on Goblin Beats plan now until they land a creature. And there's one. Swing with the Goblin. Attempt Ichor Wellspring. Drawing a Fanatical Cleansing will play at the end, or Fanatical Offering will play at the end of their turn. No flip. Who would flip? Island. Nice. 1/1 Delver may hit me for sure. In step, Offering of a Wellspring, we get to draw regardless. And they counterspell it. Sweet. Go, Putrid Goblin! We play Ichor Wellspring again. I really thought about it. Sure. I like second Putrid Goblin. Counterspell, sweet. Problem is, it does get harder to race Delver once it flips. Not flipping though, they're just hitting lands. That's good for us. We'll take that one. Go to our turn. Go to beats. You stand at 12. Tramway station, pass turn. It'll reveal nothing. Another Delver. Swing with mini Delver. We attempt Fanatical Offering on the instep. Draw for Wellspring. 2 for Offering. We got the Red Elemental Blast. We are going to hang on to it. Swamp. Beats. We're running low on clock. We'll go another Putrid Goblin. We'll go Goblin Matron. Yes. Grab Prospector. Land Prospector. And pass. Do we have Flipping Delvers? We do. Mental note. Hey, go for the combo next turn, but I don't have a payoff. Yeah, they're in like have to hold mana for attacks. I think we do try to go off here. First day. Blue Elemental Blast. We'll meet that with a Red Elemental Blast. Counter target blue spell, please. They got a counter spell, okay. We go to beats. Everybody. They block the little ones this turn. And take 6 or 4 down to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can crack a tramway station this turn. Get that mountain out of the way. We're gonna Red Elemental Blast one of these. They Blue Elemental Blast that. We go to swings. crazy game. This has been a really wild little matchup. Both my things are going to die, but we're going to try to reset one with a map token. Persist. Persist. Map token reset. Put the revealed card into the graveyard. Yeah, duress doesn't do us much good right now, actually. Flip Delver. They do flip Delver, revealing and echoing truth. Echoing truth is interesting here because it resets my goblins. Oh, this guy. You gotta play fast as hell. Deadly Dispute's not bad. Go to punches. I block that one, so we will dispute it. Drawing 2 cards. Getting 2 damage through. Casting another Putrid Goblin. Should have cast it with this. That's okay. We are going to make a red. Cast, counter, cast, this. We got 2 minutes, game. Come on. They got the elemental blast for that one. We'll deadly dispute this. So now no target, I think. Man, if I hadn't had to answer the stupid door, I would have like 4 minutes more time and I wouldn't be stressing this nearly as much. You'll need to not come to my house, ever. That's the lesson that we've learned. Next turn, we're doing first day class in Dark Dweller Oracle and swinging. Sure, let's see what they got. Spell Pierce, cool, no. 2 for first day of class. Oh, give me that, quick. 1, 2, Dark Dweller Oracle. Okay. Go to punches. Attack with everybody. They go to 1. Drop a land. Pass turn. Whew! Nail biter. Down to the last minute 58. We win the match 2-1. Woo! We're going to take a little breath there. We did it. We beat Terror and the clock. Do I want another coffee yet? No, let's do one more match and then coffee. That was crazy. I don't know if my heart could handle a coffee on top of that. So I did mention that it's hard to pivot with this deck, but sometimes you just got to go on the Goblin beatdown plan and hope for the best. Oh, this one's hoping really hard. It's got the mana and a couple pieces, but like kind of does nothing. This does a lot more. This plays a lot more magic for sure. Draws some cards, got a lot of the pieces still, so we'll keep that. And tuck the Pilfer. Tap, lay, and pass. Alright, land. I guess in the interest... No, let's draw some cards. I was gonna say in the interest of beating down, we'll get Goblin out there, but I think I'd rather have this in case we hit the Deadly Dispute or something there. We got an Inspector deck. Probably Mardu Synthesizer or just Boros Synthesizer. Faithless Looting doesn't feel great here, TBH. I think it's what we do though, and maybe have to pitch a land to it. Draw 2, pitch 2 land to it. Play a Carnarium. Picking this up, which feels kind of bad. Passing. Big mana flood there, but the Faithless Looting hopefully got us through it. They got a Great Furnace off of their Synthesizer and an Inspector. We take our damage. Oh, no. Stop. Almost passed through my whole turn there. Tramway station, please. And we will play the Putrid Goblin at this point because we can unearth it. Make them spend some removal on it if they so choose. Yes, they do so choose, so we get to hang out, maybe use it as a sacrifice thing or a blocking kind of thing. We'll see. Or for now, we'll just take the 2 for sure. It can be reset off a map and all that stuff, and we're not like close enough to comboing off to want it in the yard, I don't think. Third Inspector. I wonder if it's worth just Krarkland Shaman next turn. I think it is. It feels like a Krarkland Shaman kind of turn, so what we're going to do is play this, swing with our Goblin. They're going to be like, huh? Yeah, I figured they'd let it through because it's kind of confusing. Like, why would you attack with that kind of thing? Shaman. And we can make them wait a whole turn before doing this. So we'll do this during their turn. Yeah, they just swing in, make me do it now. So we will hold priority, sack an artifact, do it again, and then let stuff resolve. Get our Ichor trigger. We'll wipe out the inspectors. Put them into dig mode. Oh, they're going to exile my buddy. That's kind of a bummer, since we did have the unearth, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Got a mountain and a pilfer. And we'll pass. We'll be fanatically offering this pilfer at the end of their turn. I guess we'll just do it now. We'll block the 1 damage. And say, goodbye, Goblin. Treasure token, map token, 2 cards. Take the damage there. They got a Seeker of the way. I was wondering if Boros Synthesizer were going to be back on Seeker. Diddly Dispute a map token. Got some stuff. Draw for turn. We got a Great Furnace as a land for turn. We're missing some crucial pieces still. Let's play an Ichor Wellspring. Well, we got that. Now we just need the Skirk Prospector. Let's Mesmeric Fiend something. We will take, tough choice. I guess we have to take the lightning bolt or else they can just kill it. So we'll do that. And we'll pass the turn from there. I guess, yeah, I don't want to play out my creatures and just let them get bolted at this point. Kind of play around it with Unearth. Or not bolted, Dawnbringered. Killed and Dawnbringered. Doesn't feel very good. Take the 3. I guess knowing that I pulled the bolt out of their hand, I should have cast one of these creatures. I just kind of got scared. What are we doing with the Dawnbringer? Exiling my... That makes sense. Yeah, maybe I should have brought the Kark Clan out last turn, but I don't have it. I guess I do have stuff to... Okay. We're learning. We're getting there. Let's go to our turn. Another Putrid Goblin. So this is definitely a play our Putrid Goblins type turn. All the Putrid Goblins. Maybe even the Dark Dweller Oracle. No, not that one just yet. Cracking clues, as you do. As one does. Start Glenhawking a Synthesizer. I've been waiting to draw that one for sure. Synthesizer reveals a Seeker of the Way that they're definitely going to cast. I'm just thinking of Swing the Sky. I think we will just take it. They're trying to hold something up by not playing that Seeker, so I should probably keep Unearth alive here. Come on, Skirk Prospector. That's not what we wanted. Yeah, I think we'll Dark Dweller. So we can block and we can, I don't know if we want to sack one of these now. So we're in dig mode, so let's do it now. We'll sack one of these goblins. Exiling Skirk Prospector. That is how you play Magic cards. So we'll pay a red for Skirk Prospector. They're gonna bolt something. Probably bolting the other guy here. That's okay. That's good. I don't think we have the mana. We got 4 mana. We need 1, 2, 3. I think I'm not going to do the dig. I just don't need to. Oh yeah, we're going to want to dig the persisted one so that we can unearth it. So that's why. He will die. He will persist. Oh, I'm so dumb. I could have first day of class in response to that. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Luckily, it doesn't matter. Because we can sack him for a red. And then first day like that. This. I definitely bungled up the sequencing, but that's okay. The Putrid Goblin. They're probably going to dig with their clue, try to find another way to interact here. We got 2 mana. I'm not sure there is a way for them to interact here. I guess killing the Skirk Prospector. Always yield. 3 mana. What do you got for 3 mana? Board wipe? That would make me sad. Even more confusing. They're waiting for me to do something. Okay, we're gonna go sack a goblin. This goblin. Yield to persist trigger. This is where they pay 3. Lightning Helix this. With the first day trigger on the stack. Can we do anything about that? I think we will sack it to dig. Because first day trigger is already there. It's already got the -1 counter on it, so we have to, we'll do this. Sacrifice this one. Dig and hit a swamp doesn't help us. All their stuff happens. Lightning Helix fizzles. First day happens. You can play the swamp. I think digging for further Putrid Goblin doesn't make that much sense. Because I couldn't cast it. I guess I could. Pretty low chances of this working, but I think we gotta play to the outs, as they say. 1, 2, 3. Prophecy. Bottom. And I think we'll top this. This is going to give us a lot more card draw next turn to try to go off with. We're down to 2 cards in hand, 1 clue. Let's see what we can do. Synthesizer. They're going to get a lot of card draw this turn as well. I can yield to this one. And a braided bluffs. Playing a bladed bruffs. A bladed bruffs. Cracking a clue. We're both in dig mode for sure. They're swinging for 5. We take 5. You could have just a pile of burn in hand. That's another thing this deck can definitely do. In step, though. You seem to have made it to another turn. Deadly Dispute's not bad. In fact, it's what I'm going to play instead of the Fanatical Offering. So we'll go Deadly Dispute, the Sacred Wellspring. Drawing 1 for Wellspring. Drawing 2 for Dispute. Unearth. That is what we needed. We'll pay 1, and we will unearth this Putrid Goblin. We will go 1. Well, let's just go like this. First day. Do you have more removal? Feels like you do. Nope, they are nice and did not make me play it out. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. What do we bring in against this deck? Braids can kill their creatures. Elemental Blast is definitely not coming in. The Karkland Shaman, I think, is actually kind of weak. Took out those inspectors, but that's it. Gorilla Shaman can hit their lands. I guess the Cast into the Fire. The Braid can hit the lands also. Just the basics, but also is good at it's good at getting rid of some of their other stuff as well, their creatures and lands. So we'll cut a Duress. We'll cut the Krark Clan Shaman. And we'll cut the Faithless Looting. Since they're exiling from my yard, it's kind of dangerous. It was good in that last game, but like overall, it's kind of bad. We'll try that. Goblin combo's feeling strong though. Got a lot of game in it for sure. 2 Matrons, Deadly Dispute, and a Mesmeric Fiend. It's like a little weird, but it does the game. It does have the manas, and it has a lot of draw and tutor, so I'm going to keep it. Emerald to 6, it looks like. Yeah. Unearth is good. I think we're going to hold the Fiend to do tricky things with. Yeah, especially against that. Oh, Prospector's not bad here. Vault. And do we just cast our Prospector? No, because I couldn't even sacrifice it in response right now. Do I cast the Mesmeric Fiend? No, we're good here. A Matron next turn for the Putrid Goblin. They got lands. Doesn't seem like that's necessarily what they want, but no chain of damage here. Oh, we got the Putrid Goblin right off the top, so now we just need a little buddy in the first day class, so we'll kind of give them some misinformation here, and we'll Goblin Matron for a Skirk Prospector. Or no, we'll get the Dark Dweller Oracle first. Get the last piece of the pie. Yes. I'd like a Dark Dweller Oracle, please. That probably tells them what I have in my hand to a certain degree, but we got an Unearth to fight through it. We're going to take the attack next turn, and I think if we get a land... Oh, cast on the fire, destroying my land. That's quite unreasonable of you. Quite rude, but it's okay. Because next turn, hopefully we'll hit a land. Yeah, to makeshift munitions. Okay. We're going to take this so we can block and dispute next turn. Yeah, this hurts a little bit. We've got to discard a card. I think we'll discard this extra matron and be like, woe is me. You can also unearth that. There's synthesizer. Maybe the Krark Clan Shamans are good in a Seeker of the Way world. They had a Glint Hawk. That's like the worst thing they could have hit for me. Means they get to go to Value Town. I hate when they get to go to Value Town. Yeah, Braided Bluffs. Smack me for 1. I'll move to Punchies. Attack. I will block. Get the block locked in. And Deadly Dispute. Land and Wellspring is pretty good. Can't go off here still. Yeah, I guess we can swamp Wellspring and then Fanatical Offering the Wellspring on their instep. I think that's an acceptable thing to do. Hitting a mountain. And yeah, we'll just pass from there. We're at 8 cards again, aren't we? We sure are. I think we'll ditch this tramway station. This is the do we die turn. What's better, Value Town or Flavor Town? Ask Super Baka Bros. I am gonna say Value Town personally. Like they just got a galvanic blast out of that Value Town. And a Relica Progenitus. Which doesn't hurt me that bad right now. They probably think it hurts a little worse than it does. Swinging for 6. Oh, for more than 6, yes. Because they're going to do the G-Blast at me for 4. I think we're on the make it or break it turn here. Because now we're taking 7. Oh, they kill me. They've got the makeshift munitions. So last turn was the make it or break it turn. Let's just see if we could have done anything here. Yeah, they're not even going to let me see. They're going to kill me in response. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let's see if we can turn it around for game 3. Do the cast of the fire seem good enough yet? Don't think they do. Probably just tipped it on the duresses again. But no, I think this is the right setup. I do want to play first. We got some sort of announcement on the thing, and it didn't show me on here. Snorkton following. Thank you so much for the follow, Snorkton. It's good to see you in here. Where do we keep this hand? It draws a lot of cards. Value Town. They mull down to 6. Their deck is very good at mulling down to 6. We got the makeshift munitions in hand, so that's one less thing we need to go digging for, so that's neat. We're just gonna draw some cards with an Ichor Wellspring past the turn. Got the Rakdos Carnarium, which works out for next turn for sure. Clue token, land, relic. Relic can be a bummer, but I don't know that I even would bring it in for this matchup, honestly. Let's go to Fanatical Offering. We'll draw 2 cards, but yeah, so I think to not have to discard anything, we're going to Ichor Wellspring again. Just get some card draw on lock. Carnarium. Picking up the mountain. Pass turn. Next turn, I think we probably cast Pilfer and then pass and wanting to Fanatical Offering at the end of their next turn. Hit a very low amount of combo pieces so far, which is a bummer. We're just passing. Alright, we got the first day of class. We've hit a combo piece, so that's good. Here we go, Mountain. Cast Pilferer. And pass the turn. The plan being to Fanatical Offering the Ichor Wellspring. What's the pastel instep button? Yield until instep 0. No blocks. Core Skyfisher is going to pick up their relic. Maybe land. I didn't realize they didn't hit the land drop there. Okay, we're going to go 2 for Fanatical Offering at end of turn. Draw 3. I'll relic away my Ichor Wellspring, sure. Bad timing on that, I would say. Because now I have a turn to go off. Wow. Do I want to do anything else in instep? I don't. Alright, do we win here? We got 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we can sack Pilfer for 2, essentially. We do have to play around bolts and things. So I think we lead on Prospector. And go to here for first day first. Or we sack the Pilfer first. Oh, if they have something for the Prospector, we're kind of done regardless. Our treasure in our map. We got that red and this red. For... Yeah, I did that a little wrong. It doesn't really matter, but the black, we'll play the Putrid Goblin. And then we'll attempt the first day class here. Yeah. Okay. Looks like they're giving us the go-ahead, so we will sack a Goblin, this one. Yield to persist trigger. They will relic away my yard. I forgot how that would work. Forgot that the relic can be used to untap, or while it's tapped. Oh, that sucks. This is a sorcery, so there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, damn it. I forgot how that worked. Cool. We will do 2 for Nicker Wellspring. Guess we had to get through that somehow. And now we just try to survive till we can get another Putrid Goblin. That's kind of the plan. We got 1 mana. I don't think I want to use the map token here. They got 5 cards in the end. Hopefully they don't just slam another relic on their turn and we can try to go off next turn. I should have read the relic, remembered how it works. That's okay. Okay. Draw Putrid Goblin. Deadly Dispute's not bad. I think that's how we're going to start it. Deadly Dispute, Ichor Wellspring. Draw me a ton of cards, Deadly Dispute. Let's hit something good. Goblin Matron's not bad. For sure. I think we'll drop a swamp. 1, 2, 3, Goblin Matron. We don't have the first day class anymore though, so we cannot go off here. Yes, we'll use that ability to grab a Putrid Goblin. I don't think we'll play a Putrid Goblin here though. Maybe I should. Just like get things in play and say, you know, what do you got for? We got 2 unearths, so it's really relic that we're dead to regardless. Oh, I can't believe I messed that up. I don't know how I was supposed to play around it though. I guess wait till I had another first day of class to be able to go off, like try to double down on stuff. I think just kind of running through it, what you gotta do. They're in clue cracking mode. I don't know. A 7-card hand. I guess they're just searching for that second relic. Swinging for 2. Or they're just digging for burn to try to end this game with 3 Galvanic Blasts. Okay, we get a turn. They discard something. Novice Apprentice. So they're holding a lot of mana up is what they're doing. Probably the smart move. We'll play a Swampy. And let's go ahead and introduce myself to some prophecy. We want both of these in a different order. We're going to put this on top and then this on top. Doubling down on Putrid Goblin seems good because now we're going to go swing I don't know if getting in damage is ever going to be how to win this matchup when they have Seeker of the Way and everything, but I'll do a little double block action. And then get our persist trigger. Yeah, I think I wanted the Deadly Dispute more, actually. We can play down munitions and like start firing shit down at some point too, though, so that is a little bit of an argument for trying to push damage here. You guys have so many cards in hand. Wondering what they're saving it up for. Cast into the fire, 1 damage on each of these things. That's a bummer. We are going to sack this goblin. Sack this goblin. Yes. And pay 1 to cycle the unearth. Oh, it's only 2. And then I guess we'll do it this way because I tapped my things wrong. Draw a bunch of cards. Still can't find a first day class. I don't know why I thought it was 3 to cycle. So you don't play decks for a while, I think. I think they're just trying to get us down to burn range. Oh, there's Relic. Cool. We can't really combo off through Relic. We can try to unearth. I think we just have to, like, be threatening. Try to unearth the Skirk Prospector. Yeah, they let me have it. Swing with Putrid Goblin. And then play a bunch of goblins. I think we'll play the Great Furnace. Go 1, 2, 3. Goblin Matron. Yeah. Yes. Search up a Putrid Goblin. And play down the makeshift munitions. And hold up some mana to blast their thing so that we don't dip into double. We'll play the Impulsive Pilfer because it's a good rate for the makeshift munitions. Going into beats mode again. Game 3 beats mode. Exile a card from my graveyard. How about this Introduction to Prophecy? Makeshift missions. Choose a target. Sack a thing. Get a treasure token. Hit it for 1. Bank of mana. Hit this by sacking the map. And then I think we'll just do hit this by sacking the treasure. We have a bunch of mana. We're trying to race at this point. Which doesn't feel great. This deck is not the biggest fan of racing, but here it is. It's a 7-card hand too. Like, I feel like we have impossible odds. Yeah, go ahead, take the Skirk Prospector. See what I care. We will. Actually, no, we won't. We're gonna let that damage happen. Choose a target, second artifact, finish that thing off. Future Goblin. Dark Dweller Oracle. Other artifact to sacrifice. Goblin Beatdown. This is why I kind of want to do the transformative sideboard into just a Goblin Beatdown plan. I'm just not sure, like, how you put, like, Bushwhackers and Kuldotha Rebirths in the sideboard. Maybe a couple Goblin Grenades. The Galvanic Blast did something that I could have sacrificed in response. I need to not have auto yields on. That was a loss of a damage, definitely a bummer. What do you got? Besides a whole bunch of burn, I'm guessing. Well, these game 3 is going real weird today. Who's it gonna be? Core Skyfisher? I got one white mana. That's kind of a awkward spot for them, I suppose. Yeah, Seeker's a bummer. Seeker's gonna be real hard for me to fight through. Fanatical Offering kind of helps. I mean, it helps. We're gonna sack it. Sack the land. Draw and get some stuff going. The Gorilla Shaman's cool. You can pop the relic, I guess. And play it. It kind of gives me this weird little out where maybe I don't want to play that yet. Where I attack. All right, let's try to pop it for 3. 1, 2, 3. I think when I pop this, it reduces the amount of times they can prowess the Seeker this turn. I don't know if that matters. It seems to matter enough for them to be thinking on this decision, though. I thought Goblin Con would have nice, quick matches, but that is not the case, apparently. Because game 3, you have to go to beats every game. Okay. Exile the Graves. Cool. Then we're going to go ahead and exile the Great or destroy the Great Furnace. While we're at it, I guess I should have done that first. Get exile. I don't think it really matters. Then if we swing everything and they kill something and pump, like, it's still pretty bad. But I could kill it with makeshift munitions damage. No, I can't because I only have 2 mana up. I did that wrong. I should have played the Skirk Prospector first. I guess we see what happens. So if they leave any damage on it, I can Prospector and finish it off. I'm running out of clock again. What do you burn out here? They have so many more cards in hand than I do. It feels like this couldn't possibly go my way. Wow, they just let that happen. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Like this. We'll spend a black doing map token stuff. Maybe they want to blast in response. Got a Goblin Matron. Put the revealed card in the graveyard. Yeah, I don't think Matron's what we want right here. And pass. We got goblins. I think they thought I was baiting into like a combo situation, which is cool. Sack a goblin for a red. And then do we shoot him with it? Nah. I need to be making quicker decisions. I can't be fucking around. We got lethal on board. They can't do anything, but I would be incredibly surprised if they did not do anything. Seeker of the Way. It's okay, but... Okay, they're gonna pick up Synthesizer with the Hawk. Revealing a Plains, so they get to play the Plains and the Seeker. So they're gonna be taking 4... I have enough mana and creatures to go makeshift over top. That's what they're trying to figure out, is if there's another out. Kind of obviously that's what they're trying to figure out. Really, the out is Dawnbringer on the makeshift munitions. Which buys them a turn. Seeker, I'm not mad at. Now we got 3.5 minutes. We're gonna real quickly. Yeah, I guess we could first day and win that way, but I don't think we need to. We attack with everything. They block the 2 best things and take 4, going to 5, and then I fling everything at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I spend 2 here. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can first day and get this guy back. Might as well. Makeshift. Target them. Sacrifice this. Makeshift. Target them. Sacrifice this. Damage, makeshift, target them, sacrifice this. Yield. Yield. 1, makeshift, sacrifice. Oh, no. Cancel. Makeshift, target them, sacrifice this. They're letting me lose to myself here. If you want to click those buttons wrong, you go ahead. So really, I did the attack there just to kind of save time. But would have worked either way. GG. We are 2-0 with Goblin combo. Both matches being 2-1s where the third game basically comes down to beats. So never count yourself out with Goblin combo. You can just swing at them. I think I'm gonna take just like the tiniest break. I'm gonna go get a coffee and maybe a little snacky. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. And we're back, going into round 3. Bam. 2-0 so far. I'm impressed with how Goblin Combo is playing. And, you know, I'm going to take full credit for people still playing Impulsive Pilfer because I kept that card in long after it had been cut from the tournament deck list that I was seeing. And now they're playing it again. So that was all me and my gigantic influence over the Pauper tournament decks with my 0 trophies and marginal results. See if we can keep it going, though. I'm happy with 2-1s. Let's take some quick 2-0s if anyone wanted to give me any of those, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And if you're watching this on YouTube at a later date, I stream Thursday mornings, 9:30 a.m. West Coast time. So come hang out and catch it live as well. Also, I'll be at Command Fest Seattle in Tacoma in late June. June 22nd and 23rd, I believe. So if you want to come hang out, probably playing more Commander probably than anything there since it is Command Fest, but you never know. I might get some time for some Pauper games. I would like to play first. Not with a no-lander, though. 2-lander, and I can tuck a looting. I'm into this. I like the one of Faithless Looting, but it's like the first card I'm usually going to tuck. We're going to keep. I'm going to put the Faithless Looting on bottom. Opponent went to 6 as well. I do have to turn 1 the Bojuka Bog, meaning if they're playing a deck that cares about Bojuka Bog, I'm kind of screwing myself. I'll exile my own graveyard. If they drop Dredge, they are playing Dredge. Isn't that just how it goes? I guess maybe there's an argument then with Dredge in the meta so hard to take the L there and just play. I think what we're going to do here is try to hit the Exhume from their hand. Because this feels like an Exhume hand, yes. So at least we didn't get the gotcha with the Bojuka Bog, but we did get to at least steal the Exhume. And let's pop out what else we saw there. They've played a Haunted Mire now. Got a lot, just the millie creatures. So it's really a race. This is a race. Nothing else about it. We'll attack. Because that's how games have been going. But then we're just going to Ichor Wellspring. Hit a land drop? Nope. Okay. They'll have their land in probably a Circle of Land Druid this turn, or maybe a Satyr Wayfinder. I don't play the Circle Land Druid in mine. They'll get their own Bojuka Bog. They'll exile their own graveyard like I did. Be cool. Oh. That wasn't very nice. Okay, they've got one of the Wayfarers out. They've still got one of those guys. Okay. We do need to hit land drops to stay in the race. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. I think we're going to go for the old main phase Deadly Dispute. Try to hit one. There's our land drop. There's our buddies. This is almost full combo. We don't have the payout yet, but I think I'm good enough with this, knowing that deck plays no removal, to just drop the Putrid Goblin here. Because I can sack the Mesmeric Fiend to the Deadly Dispute. I can also go Pilfer Deadly Dispute next turn. They, I think, have to be a little closer or a little further along for me to be worried. They do have 5 creatures in the graveyard, but no Dredger yet. Satyr Wayfinder. There's the dredger. They don't get any of these things in hand, though. And it's not in hand. I've kind of lost track of what isn't in hand. I forgot that this does not hold your hand when it comes to that kind of thing. They played both Satyr Warefinders. I believe they just have 2 left. Okay. See what we can do. Draw a payoff. It's not bad. I think we go digging this turn because we can't win. We make infinite mana, but we only get the looks from First Day, Deadly Dispute, and maybe a cycle on the Unearth. And then we just are whiffed if we don't hit it. So I think I'd rather give them one more turn. Pilfer. Deadly Dispute the Pilfer. Still didn't hit the land drop, but we did hit the Dark Dweller Oracle. So I think we can do this next turn. Yeah, I don't need to spend any mana here. We're good. We will just go off next turn. I think the thing is Dredge is like less good at going off, maybe a little bit, but better against you know, I think I could have went off that turn. Yeah, I could have. All right, I missed the line. I forgot how you can stack things, so hopefully they don't just completely kill us this turn. I have no red. I guess they do have red here to get the scrap work, but they're a little tight on mana, so it would be hard for them to go off, but they could probably do it with 12 creatures in the yard. So if we lose, it was my game to lose. They're gonna mill 4. Drop a bunch of creatures in there. They got 14 creatures, so really they just need. They got no. They got 1 dread return. That was what they're looking at. Yeah. See if they got another dread return capability from hand, and if they do, we lose the game. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I think we win here. So the line last turn would have been to play the Prospector, sack Putrid Goblin and the other treasure, casting First Day on top of the Persist trigger. But that's okay. It looks like we got there anyway. We'll play Prospector. We'll go red, black, First Day of class. Oh, what do you got? Okay, you're going to gain a lot of life, so they're going to try to eat my clock. So I have to do this very quickly. So we go sack Goblin for the red. This one. Yield to persist. Yield to First Day class. Sack this. Boom. We need like 100 mana, at least. Depending on if we can try to hit the win con off this guy. Nope. Bottom. Okay. A little bit more mana. I don't want to play any other goblins until I have the mana, because this is the easiest way to get the clicks in when he's right here. But we're going to need enough mana to play the Dark Dweller Oracle and then dig for the makeshift munitions. I wonder if they'll scoop to Dark Dweller Oracle. It's worth finding out, even though it'll make the clicking a little more intensive. They did not scoop to it. They want my clock, which is fine. This is why I don't play this deck on Moto very often. Do, 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 do. I mean, it's game 2 and 3 as usual. Gonna be super fast 0 clock kind of games. Let's see if we can pay 1 sack Goblin. We're gonna yield to this. This part takes a little while too. I'm not hyper efficient with my clicking. Just waiting to find the deadly or the makeshift munitions. Do. Definitely a more fun deck to play in paper where you don't have to worry about this garbo. They're at 51 life. I don't even know if I can win. It's gonna take a lot of clicking. Holy crap. We have 1 makeshift munitions on the deck. 30 something hits left. And the little mana symbol is so small over there. I wish you could make that bigger. That's like my biggest time loss, losing 1 second each time I'm doing this. Do. 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 Maybe they'll scoop to the makeshift munitions. Somehow, I don't think so. I'm like not even sure where it's adding new cards over here. Like, are we gonna see the makeshift munitions come up? I guess they're sorted by color. No. Fun game, Magic the Gathering. I really wish they'd let you define loops on MTG. I feel like they like have to at some point. Okay, we go back to sacrificing Goblin for mana. Like at some point, I could just first day and play all my goblins and attack. That might save me a little time. It's all my red goblins, which isn't really that many. $19 cards left in the library. Let's just get enough mana to dig through the rest. I can't believe they would nod to the bone with no out, though. Just gonna eat up as much clock as possible. Okay, we've almost got enough for the whole deck. Really? riveting game of Magic. Okay, we've done it. Now we go do. We're going to have to do this 51 more times. So I think I am going to do the first day of class thing once I get my whole deck exiled, to cut down on the amount of clicks I have to do. So that means we're going to go down to the bottom of the deck. This definitely won't be that much damage that I get to do, but it'll shave off some of these clicks. And at this point, we're down to 14 minutes. Hopefully next game they don't get a knot of the bone. Have we hit the makeshift munitions yet? This doesn't matter. Just give me the whole library. They said, oh, you wanted to play Magic? Name every game action. Okay, we've got 4 cards left in the library, 4 mana left here. We did hit the makeshift munitions, but I am definitely going to go for the big swing first. Let's cut down on some life total. Okay. Now we need some mana. Oh, it's going to take so long. The client's freaking out. Expand this out a little bit. First, we need 6 mana to cast all of our copies of First Day of Class. First Day of Class. First Day of Class. First Day of Class. Skirk Prospector. More mana. The like game client is gonna crash on me before I get to actually win the game. This goblin. Hoo boy. This is one way to win a game of Magic. I'm not sure if this is faster than the first day of class, or than the makeshift munitions at this point, to be completely honest. It's gonna feel better though. Go, game client, go. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Just do it. Healed. No. Sackmore. Putrid Goblin. Oh god, I can't even see him. So stupid. I'm winning the moral victory of they had to be wieners to win this match. I didn't have time to like count how many creatures I'm actually gonna have here. So I don't know if this even wins. Or if I should have been going for the makeshift munitions line. This felt like it took less time, but in hindsight, I'm not sure that it did. Especially with the game client just bugging out on me and start getting more triggers and things going. We just need to get through with 11 creatures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go, 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 go. No. 10. Make a black. That is a green. I meant to say a black. Do we really fumble it here? Make a black. Goddamn. Well, I definitely can't win this way again, so hopefully the next game goes differently. And then because I lost track of my math, we're going to do it one more time. Get one more creature out. Move this over here. No. Go to combat. Everything has haste from first day of class. Attack with everybody. Yeah, sure. Hopefully I did my math correctly. Let's find out. If not, I can make shift munitions for the win. Woo! Well, if we have to do that again, we lose the game. So what can we do to try to not make that happen again? Because we have so little time left on clock now. Duressing doesn't do us any good at all. The Mesmeric Fiends are really the only way to go there, so I think we'll put in... I don't know, I guess maybe Duress is good to hit the better than like Quark Clan Shamans. So I can hit the Exhumes turn 1. I think that's about all we got. Interesting having no relic in the board for this one. Oh, that's a absolute unplayable hand. Mulligan that.
Here's what I found.
Oh, why is that robot talking to me? This is a pretty bad hand as well. Let's mull it. Alright, well, we're not winning this game. We're gonna tuck a couple cards and just try to play it fast. Really, I'm gonna give this 2 or 3 draws. Because we need all the clock we can get to try to win somehow. I'm not even sure how we win with 6 minutes on the clock. Do we get a land? We do. We'll take their Exhume. Don't need that happening. No blocks. Turn, drop a Ichor Wellspring. Do we get a land? No. They got the Moment's Peace in the yard, so we can't do that last win attempt again. I think really the only chance is to hit the combo very fast and before they can gnaw to the bone, so I have enough time to actually click through the combo. Let's see what we can draw. They got the law. Okay, let's just concede this one up and save some clock. We'll just hit submit. I'm glad I at least won that game. So they know that even though they might win, oh my god, it's all because of the clock. All right, this is a keepable one. Keep this, tuck the unearth, I think. Unearth. Done. Tramway station pass. They've got a land. We've got a land. And an Ichor Wellspring. How about a first aid class? No, land's not bad though. Cycle the generous int. And make another dually drop. Our turn. There's the first day of class. No payoff yet, so we're just going to drop the Prospector and Deadly Dispute the Ichor Wellspring. This feels like an Exhume hand. Exhume turn. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Do I want a red mana? I don't think I care. Okay, instep, dupe, Deadly Dispute, Ichor Wellspring. Okay, we have the payoff in the Goblin Matron, which I think we had last turn. I just didn't realize it. 1, 2, Putrid Goblin. Oh, we just have to do this so fast. I don't know if I can. Red, colorless, first day of class. Learn. Always yield. They coffin purge him. Okay, fair enough. We'll lose our unspent mana. How about Ichor Wellspring? That was a bummer. I should have respected the coffin purge. Could have mesmeric fiended it last turn instead of dropping the Prospector. Now they just have to keep a black mana up, and it becomes very hard for us to go off. So I kind of threw that playing fast, but that's what happens when you're down low on clock, is you're just like, go, 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 go. Got the Circle Land Druid. We got Action of Prophecy, Scry 2 draw. We'll put those on the bottom. Play this guy. Pass. Yeah, I don't think there's any winning this one with 3 minutes on the clock. Unless they generously scoop to the combo, which I don't think they will. Boop. We'll go Mesmeric Fiend. Should have done before. Could have won this game, or could have lost to the clock at least. We'll take your stupid Lolith Giant. I guess I could have played a Matron there. I was trying to go too fast. Not of the bone. Now I definitely don't have enough time. No blocks. Just kill me. Let's see what we draw. Yeah, I don't know what we could do here. Let's just concede this one. Yeah, GG. He wanted to make me run out my clock, which is, you know, it's fair and legal. I can't be that mad about it. But it's definitely why I tend to shy away from decks like this that have like super click intensive win cons, because it is like people just especially Dredge, it feels like, but a lot of decks you can just be like, well, go ahead, click away. I know that's been a thing as a competitive commander has hit the scene on MTGO a bit lately, and people trying to do breach lines and things that just take a lot of time and a lot of clicking and losing to the clock. Clock is life. Gotta respect it. All right, round 4 versus name I probably would butcher, so we'll just skip that. No Lander Mulligan. This is fine. Not like the best or anything, but at least has a nice easy tuck choice. Lead with a dually and pass. Tramway Station. Hey, they're also playing a Tramway Station. We should probably duress them about it. What are you playing? You are playing the same deck. Get that first day of class out of here. The old mirror match. I've never played this mirror match. I guess we'll just go boop, boop, boop. Goblin Matron. Getting the Skirk Prospector. The idea being that we want as many chances to hit first day of class as possible. So we're going to dig a card out of the deck rather than playing a 2-2. Plus, using all your mana in a turn is like typically the best thing to do. That's a super generalized statement, but it is a thing that is good to do when it presents itself. They can Quirk Clan Shaman for sure. Are we not even going to combo off this game? Is the mirror match like a really bad beatdown matchup? I'm not sure. Or is there a way to play it where we just drop everything all at once and respond to the shaman over top? As we can play Prospector, it's when we try to play Putrid Goblin. Oh yeah, makeshift munitions. This is going to be a hell of a game. So I guess this turn we'll do attack. And play Prospector. And then we're also going to play Carnarium, returning a swamp. You got the card draw. Fanatical Offering. Ooh, map token on the Clark Clan Shaman. Revealing the first day class. So now they can wipe my board for free. Yep, that's pretty brutal. We get a treasure token. That hit quite a bit. There's their own Impulsive Pilferer. I am not sure what we can even do here. Draw. Chromatic Star, sure. Cycle their Unearth. You got first aid. You have the full combo because I will just scoop to it. There's Prospector. It's got to show me all the pieces. Gotta be Prospector, Putrid Goblin, and a payoff. Oh, and they have the makeshift munitions. GG. Why? Oh, I guess they swing with everybody first. Yeah, you got it. Infinite mana, infinite makeshift. So the Crookland Shaman seemed good here. The Gorilla Shaman seems good here. Even the Cast into Fire seems pretty good at just clearing pieces. A Braid, probably not needed. And Duress, I'm on the fence with Duress. And get rid of the Faithless. Maybe we just drop a little. They're going to be really good at killing my Mesmeric Fiends also. The little trick is fun, where you play it and sack it in response to its own trigger, but I think that isn't the path we should be going down. I think we just got to try to duress away the combo piece, and I'm not even going to go that hard into that. I'd rather try to be messing with their lands and creatures. Almost makes me want to cut the duress for... Yeah, I think we're better at fighting on this axis. Could be wrong. Let's find out. Okay, I would like to play first. We got the Cast in the Fire to kind of mess with them, and the Bajuka Bog is okay. Got a little mana. I think it's a playable one. I don't know, I could be wrong. It's like getting some creature beats down seems like an okay thing to do. Oh, the Fanatical Offering actually makes me just want to go that, play Chromatic Star, and just get a bunch of card draw next turn. They got some fancy lands. Oh, they got the Mesmeric Fiend, but they kind of have to take Cast into the Fire, so that's okay. Oh, they take the Fanatical Offering. They're gonna slow roll me. Instant speed, and the Krark Clan on backup's pretty nice, so I'll just play a mountain and pass. Don't attack into me. I'm gonna let him. You can hit me for one. Rather that than you getting to play a one drop, one toughness creature this turn. Okay. In step, we're gonna go ahead and bop this. Get our offering back. Play out the Volta Whispers and a Putrid Goblin. And unearth for the Mesmeric Fiend. That is annoying. It's annoying. If I draw 2 cards, they could just take something better, but I'll be drawing 3 cards. I think I gotta just go for it. Gives them more to look at, but I want these 3 cards instead of having it just fully shut off. I'll take the Krark Clan Shaman for sure. Ah, they're gonna do the old sack it trick, so whatever they take will be gone forever. Probably Prospector then, maybe. Yeah. It is a cool trick. But we're gonna swing for 2. What then? Oh, Matron's not bad. Let's Bajuka Bog so that fucking Mesmeric Fiend doesn't come back again. Should have done that last turn. Swing for 2. And then I think I just want to Krark Clan Shaman and maybe map token it. So I can have to the graveyard. No, that can come with us. Actually, draw that next turn and sack it to the shaman. Makes them at least have to kind of think about what they throw down here. They got a matron. Who is matron going to get? Matron's going to get their own Krark Clan Shaman. Interesting. It's a Krark Clan Shaman kind of day. I think we're just going to play out. Let's even out our mana a little bit. We'll play out the Wellspring. Yep. First day of class is nice. Can we win here? No. Not quite. If we draw the right card, we could, though. So I think we want to go boop, doop, doop, doop. Oh, but the Goblin Matron will die. Do I care? Yeah, let's do the damage first, because we might really be on a beatdown plan here. That's a bummer. Do it. Pick up the gun. I will play my matron. Oh. Like, do I play it into their Krark Clan Shaman that they're going to use to blow up all my creatures anyway? I don't think I do. I think we wait. Let them blow this stuff up before we worry about rushing out anything else. Should have played my tap land last turn. That was the only thing that kind of got messed up from that other line I was thinking of. We got Mesmeric Fiend again. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. And they're gonna do the Deadly Dispute thing. I guess we'll first day class in response. So that I can grab this. For a little more digging. Because they'll probably be taking the matron. So I guess maybe I should have kept the Mesmeric Fiends in. Maybe they are strong here. Well, I'm getting more damage in, but they are taking my matrons. And they're duressing my... So we went for the opposite plan with the sideboards. We'll see how that plays out. There's the shaman. I guess there was an argument for popping that when I had the first day of class active. I didn't think about it until it was too late. Swings. I'm pretty stoked on that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Eat this thing for a card. Big ol' swamp. We'll pass the turn. Yep, they're gonna eat the creatures. I get mine back as a little 1/1. So here they're unearthing the Goblin Matron. You got the Prospector, you got the Future Goblin, yep, and then you go off. First day, what do you got to go off with? There it is. GG. We came out strong. We're 2-2. I am going to finish up this league real quick in just like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Let's finish this out. Let's try to get that 3-2 so that the league was free. I believe in Goblin combo. Just got combo out fast against players who scooped combos instead of trying to time me out. That's the game plan. It'll make me wait to find my final opponent. I'm gonna just kind of be quiet till it happens so that the editing software I use will cut the space out on its own. All right, round 5, final round. Let's see what we can do versus Nausea. Playing first. It'll be cool once I've been playing enough to know what players typically play what decks. That'll be the big brain moment for sure. They're starting with 7. This hand's okay. It's a little clunky though. Like, it's a little slow. Mesmeric Fiend, like, I don't know. I can Mesmeric Fiend, Deadly Dispute it, and Unearth it, so I think that's okay. We'll see if I'm right. Is this okay? They're thinking about their first play very carefully. Okay, what's it gonna be? Minute and a half, no plays. I'll take a free win. I would rather not sit here for 25 minutes to do so, honestly. I'd rather play this out. So we'll use this moment to give a final reminder that if you're watching on YouTube, catch me live on Thursdays at 9:30 a.m. West Coast time. Otherwise, these videos will come out typically the same day, later in the day, as we're just uploading them over from Twitch. And I do appreciate you watching. I'm always open to deck suggestions, for sure. If there's anything you want to see me play. Okay, we got there. They got a Vault Whispers. Are we going for mirror match number 2 for the final round? Doesn't look like it. That looks like, ooh, Cycle Storm. Spicy. They be cycling. Cycle Storm is an interesting deck. I'm a big fan. I'm not very good at playing it, but I'm a big fan. I think that means we definitely want to play our Mesmeric Fiend, even without the, like, fancy sacrifice it thing. We want to steal this Songs of the Damned, for sure. They're trying to cycle a ton of cards, use Songs of the Damned to get a ton of mana, and then pick up all those creatures back out of the yard with a Reaping the Graves, and do it all again until they have a ton of Storm and a ton of mana. And they can go off with a Draenith Stinger. Essentially, they get 1 or 2 Draenith Stingers in play, and then that guy, that's the one. And then pick all the cards up and cycle them again for damage. Kind of interesting when you gotta balance like the cards left in your deck versus the mana left. There's a lot of things to keep track of. And they got another songs, so they are trying to go off here on turn 3. Or maybe they're just digging. Oh, they're trying to go off for sure. They got 7 mana. I'm just going to go F6 and let them play out their turn, see if they get it. They got the Stinger out already. Storm count 5. Mystical Teachings. They're going to search for an instant or card with flash. Whatever could it be? I guess the Songs of the Damned, or oh no, this is where they grab. Oh, I was Reaping the Graves. I thought that was a sorcery. Could be wrong though. I guess a lot of the storm cards are instants. Songs of the Damned. Let's keep an eye on their grave here. See what they got going on. They got 2 cards left. There's the songs. The last card must be... Oh, they're still digging for the Reaping. They have to have it. It seems like going off here would be really silly without it. They're still digging though. There they have ran out of things to dig with. Oh, flashback. Forgot about flashback mystical teachings. And Reaping the Graves is an instant. Look at them. So they will pick up all those cards. 12 of them. Put 12 creatures back in their hand. I think they're out of mana though. So it was a little bit of a whiff. I don't know the deck well enough to know like what the not whiff there would have been, but I'm sure there is one. We are going to have a much simpler turn where we play a Putrid Goblin and a Rakdos Carnarium, picking up our Mountain and passing the turn. No attacks. So now they're hitting us when they cycle. So if they get some mana going, it will they'll start damaging us for sure. And we got some Street Wraiths. Looks like they did not hit a mana. I will block that Stinger all day, and they know it. I got a mana. I think we swing first. Go Putrid Goblin. Mountain. Boop, boop. Yeah, another Putrid Goblin. We're just going to kind of go damage, I think, is the plan here. Like they have to hit a lot of things that they've already played. Like they've got one... I guess they've only played the one... No, they've played 2 songs and I have the third one. They have 1 Songs of the Damned left in the deck. In 33 cards. So not only do they have to dig to it, but it might not be enough to do the full go off at this point. I should not go full F6 in case they do have some sort of damage they can deal. I mean, or not damage they can do, like way they can kill my creature. Rexian Hannah says, I heard song and thought Lorcana. Well, not, you know, not the least Lorcana. There's goblins. I don't know. Is that... I don't know if that counts. We still don't have a payoff, but we can pay 3. Oh, we can get the payoff here. We don't have the first day of class, so let's just play Goblin Matron. Use her ability to grab the Dark Dweller Oracle. Go to Punchies. Swing these 2 guys. I go to 6, and I think I'll hold open the Deadly Dispute. Or do I just push damage? Let's push damage, because they will have to block next turn if this is out. They will cycle. And cycle again. They're looking for that black mana. So if they hit the black mana, they probably have a ritual of some sort, and they can cycle a bunch more. Otherwise, it is not looking great for them. So I think if we swing everything, blocks 2, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we'll just attempt to win here. With 0 mana, I think the only thing they could have is a Spinning Darkness, which I don't think that deck plays. It'd be a pretty big blowout, but I think they would have done it already on the Mesmeric Fiend to grab the thing back. Okay, going to game 2. What do we got for Cycle Storm? Almost definitely nothing. Like, I could bring in a Gorilla Shaman to blow up their lands. Yeah, I guess we bring in Gorilla Shaman, and I think the important creatures have 3 toughness, so we'll take the Abrades and the Duresses to hit other important things. I'll get rid of our Faithless Looting, and our Krark Clan Shaman's not super good. I think maybe 2 Duress is plenty, and 1 less Pilfer. Are both Pilfers out? I don't want to dilute the game plan too much, honestly, but like, gosh, you hit their lands a couple times and it's just game over. So like, I'm tempted to bring in the Cast and the Fire over the Duress, because the Duress is really only hitting the Reaping the Graves and the Songs of the Damned. Gosh, it was good last game though. Maybe Chromatic Stars. We're really like not gonna try to go off. I think we're just gonna try to mess up their lands and beat down. Especially considering them on the play, they really can try to go off turn 2 or 3. So having some sort of way to mess with lands and be a little bit more on the defensive is probably good. A 0 lander is not good. They're playing first, deciding on their mulligan. They start with all 7. We mulligan. We got cards we like. Oh, they're all good. Yes, this is like, we got nothing to do almost, but pick apart their hand, exile their lands, and exile their graveyard. So it'll be an interesting one. Hopefully we'll get like a creature in here somewhere. I also don't know what Cycle Storm runs in its sideboard that I could be worried about, but the deck has to stay pretty focused on its own plan, I think, too. And hopefully they brought in things to try to mess with my combo plan, since I'm kind of not worrying about the combo plan as much. They're running low-ish on clock too, which is like not for this match. It's probably fine. They have enough, but it's one of those things where if you're playing a deck that's really click intensive, like this one and that one, you have to kind of plan for like that game 3. So they're down a game already, puts them in a hard position. Is that one? It's fairly click intensive, not as much as this one, I wouldn't think. Oh, a swamp. You're supposed to play an artifact land, so that I can cast it into the fire. We'll go swamp. Let's go ahead and duress. Only a lotus petal. We'll take it. Let me see that hand. They cycle out this one. Yeah, they got their land, and they cycle out one of these. If I hit a mountain, I'll be so happy. Happiest guy. Well, that makes a red, but it's not a mountain. I think it is what we play rather than the Carnarium. No, let's just play Carnarium. There's like an argument for dropping the Bajuka Bog, but I'm just gonna hope that we're not quite there with their lands yet, and or with their hand. Didn't have any rituals or anything. Like obviously they're gonna cycle a bunch, but that's gonna cost some of their mana, so hopefully that's good. It's like the slightest bit greedy. Ah, they're just gonna play out the Stinger and cycle a Street Wraith that we had not seen before. We got a mountain, so they're gonna cycle this healer that we had seen. Next turn seems like a good Bajuka Bog turn. So untap, we're going to bog you, which is pretty brutal, because that seemed like a pretty good setup turn for them to get their Songs of the Damned online the next turn. And then, do we care about this land now? I guess we do. We're going to exile target artifact on this, and pass turn. Full butthole turn from us there. You know, they're gonna keep cycling. There's that last Phantasaur. And there's that last healer. So that's all the cards we had seen. Lotus Petal from them. So we have to start doing stuff now. I was definitely hoping to not just hit 1,000,000 lands among that time when we were messing up their plan, because they're still, like, it's 14-14 now. And they're swinging for 2. We need to get on the board here and do some stuff. That's not quite getting on the board. We're gonna go swamp 2 for a Wellspring. Makeshift Munitions is pretty good, actually, but I think we'll save it for next turn. I can drop it and kill some stuff. And draw a bunch of cards. We're down to 4 cards after their draw. A couple lands. Another Stinger. Oh, this could be bad. The only mess with their plan has not worked out for us. Let's go ahead and yield. Oh, do they got the Reaping the Graves? They do. Picking up just enough to kill us. Yeah, we slowed them way down, but we didn't get on the board enough ourselves. So that means that this turn, do I live? I have to pay 2 for makeshift munitions. And then sack it to kill one of these things. Or sack these to kill one, and we have to hit. Yeah, I don't know that we live here. Just playing Skirk Prospector gives us a blocker, so that's what we're gonna do. We can unearth it next turn. So we just gotta hope that they can't cycle 6 cards. Which is certainly something they are capable of doing. Oh, especially... Okay, Deadly Dispute. Ball Ritual, that's 5. So they just need to hit 5 cyclers here. Faithless Looting. It's a good way to hit some cyclers. And we are pretty much have to draw first day class next turn. Reaping the Graves. But do they have any mana? Oh, they've got 6 floating mana. So that should be enough to kill me. I'll let them play it out since it's almost there anyway. And they cycle us out. Okay. I think the sideboard plan is still good. I think I just didn't hit anything to pressure them while I was messing with their plan. So I think we're going to keep it as is. I'm like tempted on maybe the Pilfer over some duresses, but no, I think this is good still. We're on the play. We would like to play first. We have got a hand that Bajuka bogs and plays a Putrid Goblin. And cycles an Unearth. Hitting red, it goes off. So we're going to try it. It slows them down a little bit. It gets our stuff going. It's a little slow if I don't hit a land next turn, for sure. Yeah, maybe that was a dumb keep. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Cycling Street Wraiths. Cycling Vantasaurs. Cycling more things with Lotus Petal? Nope. Yeah, we have to bog here. Gosh. Turn 2 bog is not where we were trying to be. Kind of didn't realize what that meant for us. Slows them down the tiniest bit, but truly the tiniest bit. Cycling more Street Wraith. Cycling a Stinger. Ritual and cycling out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, there's a Horror. And a Carotid and another Ritual. You got the Reaping the Graves. Doesn't look like it. They're just digging. Oh, they got Songs of the Dam, so they're trying to go for the turn 2 go off. Cycle, 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 cycle. They Deadly Dispute their only land. I respect it. Like if I had Bajuka Bog this next turn, donezo. Deadly Dispute again. Songs of the Damned again. I don't know if I'm going to make it to another turn. No, they're going to do a big ol'... Yeah, I think they just kill us here. I don't think any hand was going to be this hand of theirs. So maybe I mull to a Duress. They pick up a bunch of stuff with the Reaping the Graves. They're going to land their Stinger and start cycling. It'd be fairly hard to whiff from here. Might be possible though, so we will let them play it out. They should have plenty of time. Maybe they'll accidentally kill themselves with street wraiths. Like, really, they just have to keep hitting Reaping the Graves, which doesn't seem hard here. Winning with no lands in play too, what a flex. There comes the Songs of the Damned. Storm count 10, so they're gonna pick up everything with Reaping the Graves. And one more in. Cabal Ritual, grab some mana for them. They got Reaping the Graves for 12. And from there, as long as they don't literally, they need one more mana to kill me from here. 9, 10, 11. I'm at 12. So really, they need, if they've got a Drain of the Stinger in the yard, which I just saw them pick up, yeah, they just play that and then cycle me out. Cycle Storm's a crazy deck. Very, very cool. I fear no man with those Street Wraiths. Wow. If I had a Black Lightning Bolt, it'd be donezo. Yep, there it is. That's game. GG. Well, we got the 2 and 3, so we get some play points. Got enough to do my next league next week still, at the very least. Was hoping to get the 3rd win there. Not gonna lie, I felt like I could have probably mulliganed better in that last game. Like, multed. Maybe Duress is a lot better in that matchup than I was giving it credit for, so that you can hit the Reaping the Graves. But the other thing is their hand is like usually just a bunch of cyclers, and you never really know if there's going to be anything to hit or not. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are on YouTube, and come hang out live if you get a chance. All right, everybody, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.